Or
yes.
yeah.
This is actually really disturbing, and it's also coming out of the work of Dr. Klinghardt. And he has stated that exposure to EMFs, and we're talking anything that's anything that's plugged into the wall using electricity emits electromagnetic radiation, which we have 100 to 200 million times greater than our grandparents had exposure to. And EMFs also include that category of wireless technology. So cell phones, cordless phones, wireless routers, the exposure from hotspots and cell phone towers, and on it goes. So this is under the category of electropollution, and he believes that exposure to this electromagnetic radiation, the electropollution, will increase the toxicity of biotoxins, which these are the substances emitted or released from pathogens, viruses, bacteria, which in itself can be as deadly and toxic as the pathogen itself. He says that these biotoxins increase 600% when exposed to electromagnetic radiation.
So 600%?
Yes.
Okay, because in the time when you were gone and I was explaining this, I said Sherrill said it was either 60 times or so it's 600 times.
600 times more potent.
Well, I wonder why everybody's sick, and I wonder why everybody can't sleep, and this whole big long list of things going on. You can't get away from EMFs.
And, the wonderful thing combining the protection from BioPro technology that actually immediately stops the damage on a cellular level immediately, because like heavy metals, like mercury, the damage is immediate. So is the damage when you are using your cell phone. The damage to your cells is immediate. There is no safe level you can use a cell phone that will not, your cells are being damaged instantaneously, and it's the continuous exposure day in, day out, 24/7. So one thing that's really interesting is that zeolite actually not only pulls heavy metals, and it has a priority. It goes for the mercury first, and then it goes after the lead and the arsenic and cadmium, and then it also goes after virus particles. It will actually trap virus particles in that cage-like substance structure. So you actually are clearing out not just heavy metals, but viruses. It clears out like extra glucose. When you have excess glucose, which can lead to diabetes, it will clear, which is toxic in the body. It will clear out the extra glucose. It will take out extra ammonium that is often released in the digestive tract, causes that really bad smell. All trapped in zeolite. So zeolite is taking a lot of these toxic substances out. The protection from the BioPro technology products are stopping the growth and development of these biotoxins because it changes the signal that the cells respond to. So that creates a safety and a protection. And then you have the silver reducing the further load of pathogens. This is the little trio that I personally believe every single person must be incorporating into their lives for their health and for the sake of the children and for the sake of future generations.
Absolutely. Now, when I was first exposed to BioPro from Sherrill, I saw an article where she wrote about the hormone disruption in that. And I looked into the 25 companies on the internet who claim to have a protective device. BioPro at the time, by far, was head and shoulders above everybody with their research and worldwide patents. Is that still the case?
Yes.
Yeah.
There are very few. I really haven't found any technology, to be honest, because I've been looking too, that have the volumes of published data, scientific studies that actually have demonstrated the impact to the health of our body from the technology that is in the BioPro technology products.
Yeah.
I have to say it is by far head and shoulders above anything else I have found and personally tested.
Well, exactly. Okay, and the fact that the BioPro technology, the MRET, and I got the book on that you recommended. I mean, just unbelievably powerful medical studies, and if anybody's out there listening, we haven't heard the facts. They're not claiming that cell phones are dangerous. Well, not here in this country, because who controls the media? But all of the European studies that are clearly showing, and I saw one that a pregnant woman talking on the cell phone does damage to the brain of the fetus. So it's this 1, 2, 3. I mean, unbelievable toxic overload, and no wonder the kids are coming out and the babies are coming out with these diseases, and we have epidemics. So here we have, okay, and it comes back to that word picture of a cesspool in your backyard. I'm telling people, okay, and you tell me, if this is right, but I'm saying, look, if you're going to go on this detox, okay, the only thing you're going to continue during that time is you're going to eat organic food, like as well as you can. The water, you got to keep that up. If you're doing the salt therapy with the Himalayan salt in the water and soaking your feet in magnesium oil to bring the levels up, pretty much, isn't it kind of a waste of time to be even, putting good vitamins in your body if they're going into a toxic cesspool?
Well, they're just not going to be as effective because, there's so many free radicals being created. All those great antioxidant foods are going to rapidly be used up in trying to neutralize the effect of all these damaging free radicals.
Yeah.
And, it's interesting that zeolite, you mentioned this, and it's worth repeating. Zeolite takes free radicals and captures them and removes them. We don't have to be wasting our antioxidant substances on trying to neutralize free radicals when zeolite is removing them out of the body so they can be used for higher priorities.
Well, exactly. So here we have, okay, I am predicting that this will become, the detox system. Once people hear about this, and the CD that we're doing is going to be sent out with the info packs. I'm going to update our website. I'm going to do radio shows. I mean, people need to hear about this because this answers so many questions that I've been so frustrated with even with the clinically proven products that we have at the store. Okay, people, would respond wonderfully for a while, almost miraculous, and then it would kind of go back to where they were. And I'm saying, what's going on? Now we know it's a toxic cesspool of all these unbelievably dangerous things in our body. And until we get them out, and then with the BioPro protection, and for what? It's like $40 for a chip that lasts 3 years that goes on the cell phone or on the cordless. And the technology is absolutely proven or to be effective. I think we have the answer here. That's going to, help literally millions of people get their health back or maintain their health.
Because we're really addressing root cause issues.
Exactly.
Heavy metal toxicity, these very virulent pathogens, in which, and as you were saying, they kind of exacerbate and feed each other, and then, of course, are stimulated even more highly activated by exposure to electromagnetic radiation. These are root cause issues that are compromising our health on all levels, and the health of our children and our and the fetuses, yet to be born children. So this is where we have to begin. We have to begin by starting to remove these chemicals and support the immune system to function again. And, of course, zeolite has the ability to raise the pH back into normal levels, which is where the body can work optimally. So, it's on so many levels, this combination of your total body detox with this silver, which is totally safe and in 3 minutes will kill this most virulent form of bacteria.
The staph infection,
MRSA. The Staph aureus. And then the BioPro technology, which literally will stop the damage that's happening to your cells, which includes DNA damage. There's a very well-known doctor, Dr. Ronald Herberman. He's head of the Cancer Center at the University of Pittsburgh, who has come out very vocally warning people about the dangers of cell phones. And I like to quote him when I explain to people how important this issue is, especially to children, because he is seeing a growing epidemic of brain cancers in people using cell phones, and children are becoming very vulnerable. He says it's important to err on the side of safety rather than being sorry later. And I think that is the most powerful statement we can make about what we're talking about today. We must err on the side of safety rather than being sorry later. And the solutions are safe, they're inexpensive, and they're proven to be absolutely effective.